Plants need soils of a specific pH for healthy growth. In general, a slightly acidic soil with a pH value around 6 is best for growing vegetables. However, soil at very low pH value is too acidic for vegetables.
To measure the pH of soil, we need to boil some water first, so as to eliminate the dissolved acidic carbon dioxide which might affect the result. Wait for the water to cool down. Place a strip of pH paper on the bottom of a transparent container and cover it with a piece of filter paper. Put the soil in. Pour the boiled water into the soil until the soil is soaked through. Wait a couple of minutes for the water to reach the bottom of the soil mass and come into contact with the pH paper. Turn the container upside down for a better view of the color of the pH paper. Check it against the color chart and we can get the pH value of the soil sample.
If the pH value of the soil is too low, that is, too acidic, what would a farmer do? When the soil is too acidic, a farmer would put slaked lime into it. Slaked lime dissolves in water and produces an alkaline solution. It can neutralize the excess acidity in the soil, which then becomes suitable for crops again. A stomachache may result from various factors. The most frequent cause is the excessive secretion of gastric acid. What is gastric acid? What is its function? Why will an excess of it cause stomach pain? How do we relieve the pain caused by gastric acid?
Excessive secretion of gastric acid makes the gastric juice too acidic. Inside the stomach, there is a secretion composed mainly of hydrochloric acid. As it is formed in the stomach, it is also called gastric acid. On average, the stomach can produce about 2 liters of gastric acid daily. The major function of stomach is to digest protein. To activate the enzyme involved in protein digestion requires a highly acidic environment at pH ranging from 1.5 to 2.5. As gastric acid is in fact hydrochloric acid, it can provide a strong acidic medium that is needed for the enzyme in stomach to break down proteins. But have you ever thought about this? The stomach, like food or other organs in our body, is also made up of proteins. The enzyme inside gastric juice cannot differentiate the food proteins from those of the stomach wall. Is it possible for gastric acid to digest the stomach itself? In fact, the structure of our body is a work of wonder. In between the stomach lining and the gastric acid, there is a layer of mucus separating the two, hence preventing the gastric acid from digesting the stomach wall. However, due to a group of factors, the balance in the stomach may be upset when too much gastric acid is produced. The activity of the Helicobacter pylori bacteria in stomach also weakens the mucus layer. Hence, gastric acid can penetrate the mucus layer and destroy the cells of the stomach lining. This leads to stomachache and may result in a stomach ulcer. We use antibiotics to kill the bacteria. To relieve the discomfort caused by excess gastric acid, we need to take medicines containing antacids to neutralize the acid. Different types of stomach medicines contain different compositions of antacids. However, all of them are alkaline chemicals, such as magnesium hydroxide, aluminium hydroxide, etc. These alkaline substances can neutralize the excess acid in the stomach and restore the normal level of gastric juice.
We can use an experiment to demonstrate this process. First of all, grind up some stomach medicine containing antacids. Add water to the powder. Stir it to speed up the dissolving of the powder in the water. Add the stomach medicine solution gradually into a cup of hydrochloric acid, which represents gastric acid. Observe the change in its pH value. Clearly, the pH value rises slowly, showing that the acidity of the acid is decreasing. This shows that some of the acid has been neutralized by the antacids in the stomach medicine.
Mosquitoes are very annoying because they may bite us and cause the wound to swell up and become itchy.
When a mosquito lands on the skin, it uses its fine, long needle to pierce into the skin to suck blood. Saliva containing formic acid is discharged through the sting. The saliva causes dilation of the blood vessel and prevents blood coagulation. This helps the mosquito suck blood. Formic acid is the cause of the swelling of the wound and the itchy feeling of skin. To relieve the swollen and itchy wound, we normally apply some medicated ointment onto it. There are a variety of chemicals in the medicated ointments, and the mechanism is quite complicated.
Apart from using medicated ointment, some people may apply diluted sodium hydrogen carbonate solution or aqueous ammonia onto the wound. Add drops of the solutions onto the red litmus paper. The paper will turn blue, showing that the solutions are alkaline. Both sodium hydrogen carbonate and aqueous ammonia are weak alkalis. They can neutralize the acidic secretion in the mosquito bites without harm to the skin. Having been neutralized, the blood vessels in the wound will stop dilation and the itchy feeling is relieved.
However, we should not use these alkaline medicines to treat stings by wasps.
The reason is that the secretion in the wasp's sting is basically alkaline. Therefore, people used to apply vinegar onto the wound for relief. Vinegar contains acetic acid, which is a kind of weak acid. It can neutralize the wasp's secretion without hurting the skin.
We should not use the medicated ointment randomly for relief of insect stings. When insects bite or sting, they may simultaneously inject poisons into our skin, which might lead to serious consequences, such as dizziness, fainting, pain, or even fever. In such cases, the victim should consult the doctor for treatment immediately.
Acids and alkalis are used in many industrial manufacturing procedures. Sulfuric acid is used to clean the surface of steel plates before they are plated with coloring substances. If the acidified wastewater is discharged into rivers and the sea, it will lead to water pollution. Therefore, industrial wastewater must be treated with lime to neutralize any excess acids to avoid possible contamination of the environment. On the other hand, wastewater discharged from dyeing factories is usually alkaline, with pH value ranging from 10 to 12. The discharge of alkaline wastewater will likewise threaten survival of aquatic organisms. Therefore, sulfuric acid is added to neutralize the excess alkali before the wastewater is discharged. As a matter of fact, there is no need for the industrial wastewater to be discharged at the neutral pH value of 7. According to Hong Kong laws, the acceptable pH level for discharge of industrial wastewater ranges from 6 to 10. At this level, the possible damage of industrial wastewater to the environment is considered acceptable.